Here's an update from the KSHB 41 Weather Center. All right, we're showing you another way of telling you that it is dry in the south side of Kansas City that extends back to Topeka and then to west of Marshall. And I'm tired of talking about it. The only way I can stop talking about it is if it rains in these areas. This has been a very odd rainfall pattern over the last 6 weeks. Northern Missouri, 100 to 230% of average. They were very dry until June, and it was okay down to the south. It seems like something switched in the middle or early part of June, where the lack of rainfall in northern Missouri switched to south of I-70, and northern Missouri got the good rain. So you have rain to the north, and then you have rain from Emporia and Iola to Jefferson City south has been doing pretty good. And because of the recent dry conditions, where it's only 20 to 30% of average rainfall is 5 inches, the new drought monitor has abnormally dry in the areas that have been talking about. This is not officially a drought. It's one rung below it. But I can tell you right now, if it does not rain much in the next week, that yellow will turn to a moderate drought in those areas. But right now, it is just a level 1 of 5. There is a little moderate drought in northeast Missouri, but that's been shrinking, and the same with the one in north central Kansas. And when we look at the United States, the main drought is really in the western United States. The Corn Belt over the Midwest, the big states of Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio are doing really good. There's very little drought there. There's a few patches here or there. And Nebraska, too, has some drought, but they've been getting a lot of rain, and that's been shrinking. So all good news, really, for the corn and soybeans, except in the southern part of the Kansas City area and south, where there's some cornfields. They are struggling for some rain. Now, is it going to rain? Well, we have rain in the forecast. We also have a chance that they're severe. We don't want that. And so as we take a look at our satellite picture here around noon, there's a low pressure area in southeast Nebraska with a cold front trailing that and a warm front extending east from that. And right now there's a warm layer aloft that's preventing thunderstorms from forming, but eventually that cap will break. Thunderstorms will form on the cold front. You can even see a little thin line there in north central Kansas. That's probably where I should be drawing the front. And also those are cumulus clouds that will be future cumulonimbus clouds that could produce thunderstorms. The question is, how many will become cumulonimbus? Is it just going to be a scattered line when it comes through here, or more of a solid line that could bring some beneficial rain? The main threat for severe weather is for damaging winds, but there is a tornado threat, and that'd be near the surface low and along the warm front. And looking at the latest Storm Prediction Center graphic here, and I have level 2 in northeast Missouri, but that's orange. That's a level 3 of 5. That's really for Illinois, southeast Iowa, and the northeast corner of Missouri. We're still in this level 1 or 2 of 5 risk, and damaging wind is the main threat from some of the thunderstorms. So let's take a look at our powercast. Are we going to get thunderstorms? Well, between 3 and 7, that line will finally light up. Looking at that satellite just now, it might happen a little sooner. Those cumulus look pretty well defined out to the west, but we'll see how long it takes to break the cap. So as early as 2 or 3, as late as 5, 6, or 7, they'll form. And you can see on this data, they're kind of forming near us, and we're on the southwest edge. A little broken there on the line, much more widespread from Trenton and Chillicothe, Kirksville north and east, and that's where that closer to that level 2 and 3 of 5 risk is. And then on Friday night, this evening at 9 o'clock, that line starts to move southeast. So the part of the line that comes through the very dry areas is a broken line, and so hopefully your yard or farm will get the rain it needs. Hopefully it'll be more solid. But right now, this is kind of the trend on the forecast, and then it becomes more solid in areas that keep getting the rain. What about the weekend? Well, by tomorrow morning, those rain and thunderstorms will have faded away. We'll be tracking a storm system that's going to form and stall over Oklahoma. They do not need rain in Oklahoma and Texas, as we well know, and they have been getting a lot of rain this spring. And that storm system is going to be to our south on Saturday, so we'll have some clouds, maybe a shower or thunderstorm. We're leaving the forecast dry for Saturday. Then, as we look at Sunday, it starts Saturday night and Sunday. It tries to edge north. We might get a few showers or thunderstorms here. They wouldn't be severe, but they're kind of scattered around where the rain is, so hopefully it'll be a little more than that. And then on this data, Sunday night and Monday, it moves off. But there is some data that has the storm moving slower and closer to us Monday with a better chance of rain. We're leaving the forecast dry for now, but we will watch that closely. So until we see any evidence that this pattern is going to break as far as the rainfall pattern, this is the forecast. And this is what most data is showing anyway. 1 to 2, 2 to 4 inches of rain in Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, Iowa, far northern Missouri, and our area getting the minimum, a tenth to a half inch. Now, northern Missouri may also get tenth to a half inch total, but they're doing good. I showed you they had quite a bit of rain. Some areas have had a foot of rain in the last 30 days. But for that zone inside that yellow area, that's where the rain is needed, a tenth to a half inch. Not going to cut it. It needs a lot more than that. So we'll watch it closely. So here's our forecast between 3 p.m. and midnight. That is the window for a line of thunderstorms to form near or north and west of Kansas City. They'll drop south. Some thunderstorms may be severe. Damaging winds, the main threat. The tornado threat around here is extremely low, higher in southeast Iowa, Illinois, maybe the northeast corner of Missouri. And then temperatures will drop from the low 90s to the 70s, whether you get a thunderstorm or not, because a cold front's coming in. Then on Saturday, low 65 to 70. It's going to be cooler, 85, but still humid and kind of cloudy. And I doubt there'll be much of a shower around. And then on Sunday, kind of the same thing. A lot of clouds in the 80s for the high, humid. A little bit better chance for a few showers and thunderstorms. On the super 10-day forecast, we have it dry on Monday. We'll have to see how the data looks. We might have to add some thunderstorms there. There's a chance for a little more organized activity Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but will they hit the dry areas or not? That is hard to say. One of them is bound to affect those drier locations. It just cannot keep going on and on and on like this. It's been going on for 6 weeks. Have a great weekend. Stay healthy. Stay with KSHB 41, and we'll keep you advised.